Hello everyone, my name is Pallav Agarwal and today I want to show you my new digital multimeter. This multimeter is from a company called Uon. It's a Hong Kong based company. They are very popular for making low cost test and measurement equipments. It's a 55,000 count multimeter, true RMS, and you can also interface this with PC over RS-232. In this video, I will show you all the features this multimeter has. We will do some measurements and I will also compare measurements with my Fluke 287 multimeter. You can visit their website by typing uon.com.hk and you will be able to see their products. They manufacture digital oscilloscopes, waveform generator, digital multimeters, power supply, spectrum analyzer, thermal imagers. So this multimeter, which is XTM1041, is not yet available on their website. It's very new. They have not yet updated documentation online. I have purchased this multimeter from a company called toolworld.in. So Uon digital multimeter, and this is the multimeter. So this is a true RMS benchtop multimeter and I have purchased this from 9,800 rupees, which is approximately $150. These are the technical specification of this multimeter. It can measure DC voltage, AC voltage, DC current at various ranges, then frequency, capacitance, then diode, resistance, continuity, temperature, and maximum display count is 55,000, and it can also do a recording. So it has a TFT color display screen which is 3.7 inches, resolution of 480 x 320, and it can be powered by AC mains. So 92 to 40 volt AC is the input and it consumes approximately 15 watts. Let's see how this multimeter looks like and what all it can do. So let me show you. I'll switch it off. So on the back side you have power input, AC mains. They have also given a fuse, and you have RS-232 interface for PC interface. It can directly connect to their software, and you can also control it via RS-232 commands. I will show you PC interface in my next video, which will be part 2 of this video. Let's see how this multimeter works. So you long press this button and your multimeter will start. This is DC voltage, AC voltage. This is for current, AC or DC. This is for resistance, continuity, and diode. This is for temperature, and this is for frequency mode, and this is for capacitor. With the help of this button you can do recording, and this is mainly for stopping and resuming the sampling. So if you press this, it will stop sampling, right? If you want to freeze and see what that reading is, you can use this button. So there is a dual display mode which I'm not able to use. I don't know, I need to figure out how to use this. They have also provided a math button with the help of which you can do min max average. So like this, you will be able to see maximum voltage, minimum voltage, and average. If you press this again, you are not going to come out. So you have to press this display off, then you have to come back. So you have DC voltage, and then there are different ranges. So you have 5 volt, 50 volt, 500 volt, 1000 volt. If you are in auto, it will auto select, but if you are not in auto, you can also use fixed range. And for DC voltage they also have millivolt range. So if you press this function key, you will be entering into millivolt range, where you have 50 millivolt, 500 millivolt range. So sampling speed can be controlled with the help of this button. You have low sampling speed, then mid speed, and then high speed. What I have realized is if you put it on low speed, you won't get a very good experience. So I would recommend either go for mid or high speed mode, so that when you are measuring, it will give you readings quickly. Likewise, you have ampere, again different ranges, and when you are measuring current, you need to also change the probe. So for microampere and milliampere current measurement, you need to put this probe here, and for 10 ampere current measurement range, you have to put this red probe here. Okay. Then we have resistance mode. If you press it again, this will go into continuity mode, and there is a diode mode. This is your capacitance mode. Here also different ranges are there: 50 nanofarad range, 500 nanofarad range, 5 microfarad range, and then 50 microfarad, 500 microfarad, 5 millifarad, 50 millifarad. So quite a extensive range they have provided. Then you have frequency, you have period, right? Generally multimeter gives you facility to measure frequency, but they have also provided you period, which is really good. And then they have temperature. In the package there was no temperature probe, so I won't be able to show you how temperature measurement works, but I guess with an external temperature probe we can connect and we'll be able to measure that. So one more thing is, let's say you are in auto range and you want to change range, you can use these arrows, up and down arrow, in order to change the range. So this is 500 millivolt, you cannot go up, you can go down. So this is 50 millivolt range. If you change to voltage by pressing this, you will be able to go up 50 volt, 500 volt, 1000 volt, 500, 50 volt, 5 volt. If you press this range button, it will be into auto mode. If you press it again, it will come to last value, 5 volt range. Okay. I also want to show you record button, where you can do recording of your readings manually or automatically. So let's see how it works in manual mode. You press manual, it gives you a table, and you will be able to save the readings manually. But if you go back and want to see how auto works, you can change the interval. So I guess we need to, and this is 1000 points, whether you want to take single reading or 1000 readings. And this is the, so every approximately, this is, yeah, I got it now. Okay, so I'll start. So every second it will take a reading. One more thing I wanted to show you was this utility button, so which gives you information about the multimeter. So model number is XDM1041, what is the firmware version, then serial number 2050027. This will be useful when you are connecting the PC software. So you have this menu where you can change the language, you can change backlight, basically brightness, then you can also set the RTC, real-time clock. You can roll out to default setting with the help of this button. And next is your serial port setting, baud rate, parity, stop bit, data bits. All these things you can configure with utility button. Okay, so I think these are the features this multimeter provides. So let us do some measurements and see how good this multimeter is. So I'm going to use this digital power supply from the same company for DC voltage measurement. I can set it to any volt from 10 millivolt up to 30 volts. Okay, let's do some measurements. For comparison, I have also kept my Fluke 287 True RMS multimeter. So let's see how it compares with the Fluke 287. We'll do some DC voltage measurements. So I have connected my Uvon XDM 1041 multimeter probes at the output of digital power supply, and I'll also connect my Fluke multimeter and we'll see what both of them reads. I'll start the multimeter. It takes some time to boot. Backlight is on. Both are in DC mode. So I have set my power supply to 10 millivolt and Uvon is already measuring approximately 10 millivolt. It is fluctuating a little bit. Now I will connect my Fluke probes and see how they measure. Let me try to connect both the probes so that it will be easy for you guys to see both at the same time. Now let me change the voltage to 1 volt, and these are the readings at 1 volt. Let's see what it shows at 5 volt. So Uvon is saying 5.007675. Fluke is showing 5.0086. So very little difference is there, around 1 millivolt in the measurement. Let's see at 10 volt. This Fluke is saying 10.008 and our Uvon is out of range, so we need to set it in auto mode. 1 second. Now it is in auto mode. Now this is 10.008 on the Fluke and Uvon is saying 10.005. It's fluctuating 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So few millivolt difference is there. So let's see at 16 volts. Fluke 16.007. Uvon is 16.001. 2, 3, 4. It's fluctuating a little bit. Let's see at the maximum voltage. This is 30 volt output from power supply. Fluke is saying 29.993 and Uvon is saying 29.984. It's quite close. Quite close. Now let us see how they measure AC voltage, and I'll put the probes in electrical socket. So Fluke is reading 242.46748 and Uvon is reading 242.39. 100-200 millivolt difference is there approximately. It's fluctuating. Now let us do some more measurements, like we'll measure resistance, we'll see how LED measurement works, and we'll also measure capacitance of a capacitor. So I have taken out few resistance, capacitance values, LED, so that we can test with the help of Uvon multimeter as well as with Fluke 287. So I am measuring the resistance with the help of Fluke first. Let me show you. So on U1, this resistance value is 268.9, 899288, quite close. Let us measure another value. So this value is 124.2 kilo ohm, 124.18, and let's see on Fluke what it shows. 124.2627. It's quite close. Now let us see the capacitor. So I'll put it in capacitance mode. 6.4. Why it is fluctuating? Let me put it on a paper. So on U1 the capacitance value is approximately 6 microfarad, and let us see on Fluke what is the value. So Fluke measures 5.9, 6.1. It's fluctuating. So if we take an average, it's approximately. Now let us see the LED. So for LED we will put it into diode mode, and our LEDs should glow when we make it forward bias, and it should show forward bias voltage drop. This is 1.59 on U1, and let us see on Fluke multimeter now. Oops, I have to change the mode. Diode. Now it should work. So LED is glowing and it is showing 1.61. Great. So guys, you have seen these measurements on U1 and also seen how Fluke 287 measures the same readings. So XTM1041 digital multimeter looks like a great multimeter. May not be as accurate as Fluke 287, but for all general purpose measurements we can rely on U1. Great advantage of U1 is you will be able to connect it with PC, so you will easily be able to use this multimeter in automating some of your tests, like creating your test automation solution for your products. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any feedback, please share it in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much.